Because I'm here to sell my movie. This is a commercial for the movie, make no mistake.
Inglourious Basterds grossed almost $321 million and was honored with 8 Academy Award nominations, the most for a Tarantino film as of the making of this video. The film is a linguistic treat, with strong contributions from English, French, German, and a hint of Italian. In fact, Chapter 3 is the only chapter where English is not spoken, and is the only chapter where nobody dies. Inglourious Basterds, a title inspired by its properly spelled counterpart, a Castellari flick about American soldiers wreaking havoc behind enemy lines. The Italian title literally translates to "that cursed armored train." When asked about the misspelled title, Tarantino said, "You do an artistic flourish like that, and to explain it would just take the piss out of it and invalidate the whole stroke in the first place." Only 5 characters appear in more than 2 chapters: Shoshana, Adolf Hitler, Donnie Donowitz, Aldo Rain,
that's a Mexican standoff, and that was not the deal.
And Hans Landa. Hans Landa appears in 4 chapters, the most of any character. Tarantino also takes the limelight with 3 cameo appearances. A dummy of Quentin appears as the first scalped German in the film. In the scene where Hans Landa strangles Brigitte von Hammersmark, the hands doing the strangling in the close-up are actually those of Tarantino. And finally, in the German propaganda flick Nation's Pride, Tarantino voices an American soldier.
I implore you, we must destroy that tower!
To prepare for the movie, Quentin had all the bastards go through a day of scalping training. The 3 best scalpers were rewarded with close-ups in the movie, one of which occurs in the very last scene when Yudovich scalps Landa's driver.
Scalp Herman.
In the basement bar scene, one of the German soldiers refers to Karl May and says his character is Winnetou, a reference to one of Hitler's favorite authors who featured the Native American hero, Winnetou, in his Western-themed adventures. The card that Major Hellstrom must identify is King Kong, one of Hitler's favorite movies. The manner in which Hellstrom identifies the card provides Tarantino's analysis of King Kong as an allegory for the American slave trade.
Geschah die Reise gegen meinen Willen?
Ja.
Auf der Schiffsreise lag ich da in Ketten.
Ja.
Als ich in Amerika ankam, wurde ich da in Ketten zur Schau gestellt.
Ja.
Bin ich die Geschichte des Negers in Amerika?
Nein.
Also dann muss ich King Kong sein.
Ah.
Denis Ménochet was the first person to audition for the role of Perrier Lapadite, but only earned the part once Jean Reno turned it down. Till Schweiger, born and raised in Germany, had always refused to don a Nazi uniform for a film role. He only agreed to sign on as Hugo Stiglitz because he got to kill Nazis. Stiglitz's knife is engraved in German with the saying, "Loyalty is my honor." Quentin originally approached Adam Sandler to play the role of Sergeant Donnie Donowitz, but Sandler turned it down, thank God, due to scheduling conflicts in filming funny people. How did that go for you, Adam?
Hear that?
Before Donowitz appears from under the bridge, he taps his bat 28 times. Eli Roth put on 35 pounds to play the role of the Bear Jew. Eli attributed his violent performance to historically accurate costumes, saying being in wool underwear will make you want to kill anything, and listening to Hannah Montana music that his girlfriend secretly added to his iPod. After beating a Nazi to a pulp, Donowitz refers to Teddy Ballgame, one of the many nicknames for Ted Williams. Not only is Ted Williams one of the greatest hitters of all time, but also a war hero who interrupted his baseball career twice to serve in World War II and the Korean War. One of the movie posters portrayed a bloody German helmet dangling from Donowitz's baseball bat. Typically, baseball bats are branded with the logo Hillerick and Bradsby, Louisville, Kentucky, but this one reads Knoxville, Tennessee, Tarantino's hometown. One of the Jewish names inscribed on the bat is that of Anne Frank. Simon was originally pegged to play Lieutenant Archie Hickox, but was forced to pull out due to scheduling conflicts. Tim Roth was in the talks, but the role eventually landed to Michael Fassbender. Fassbender's performance is layered with irony. Fassbender was born in Germany and raised in Ireland, with fluency in German as his first language and English as his second, along with a mastery of English accents and dialects. As Lieutenant Hickox, He plays an Englishman who goes undercover as a German, who speaks German fluently, but cannot hide his accent.
Entschuldigen Sie, Herr Sturmführer, Sie haben einen sehr ungewöhnlichen Akzent. Woher kommen Sie?
Aber auch ich ein sehr genaues Ohr für Akzente. Und wie er finde ich Ihren äußerst seltsam.
To prepare for her role, Mélanie Laurent worked as a film projectionist for a few weeks at New Beverly Cinema. In earlier drafts, Shoshana had a much more active role in the French resistance, sniping at soldiers from rooftops and even compiling a death list of high-ranking Nazis. However, having introduced those plot points in Kill Bill, Tarantino felt it redundant to use here and gave Shoshana a lower profile.
Send a message to Germany!
In the original ending, Shoshana's movie for the Nazis was supposed to be in French. It was Mélanie who suggested it should be done in English to make the finale more powerful.
I have a message for Germany. That you are all going to die. Look deep into the face of the Jew who is going to do it.
Tarantino filmed the theater fire from a crane in a fireproof suit. The set eventually burned out of control, with the ceiling reaching a temperature of 1200 degrees Celsius or 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Nobody wanted to back down in fear of ruining the shot. Fire marshals said that another 15 seconds and the steel structure would have collapsed, incinerating the actors. Eli Roth and Omar Doom were treated for minor burns. This is the second film that Brad Pitt and Diane Kruger have appeared in together, but their characters never met during the filming of Troy. When Lieutenant Aldo Raine pretends to be an Italian actor, he uses the name Enzo Girolami, the birth name of director Castellari from the original Inglourious Basterds.
Me lo ripeti ancora?
Gorlami.
Mi scusi con me?
Gorlami.
Ancora una volta.
Gorlami.
Antonio Margareti.
Sergeant Donowitz uses the alias Antonio Margaretti, named after one of Roth's and Tarantino's favorite Italian directors.
Margareti.
Margheriti.
Thank you very much.
Despite his reputation and being leader of the Bastards, Brad Pitt only kills one person on screen.
It's not really necessary. I'm a slave to appearances.
Saving the best for last, Leonardo DiCaprio was the first choice to play Hans Landa, but Tarantino felt compelled to use a German-speaking actor. In Christoph Waltz, Tarantino found a linguistic chameleon with fluency in French,
Monsieur, à votre famille et à vos vaches, je dis bravo.
German,
Heißt Wilhelm Wicki. Das ist ein österreichischer Jude, der in die Vereinigten Staaten emigriert ist, wie die Lage begonnen hat, sich für die Israeliten einzutrüben. Das sind die beiden deutschstämmigen Mitglieder der Bastards.
English,
My full military pension and benefits under my proper rank. I want to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor for my invaluable assistance in the toppling of the Third Reich.
as well as an ability to mimic Italian.
Gli amici della vedetta ammirata da tutti noi, questa gemma propria della nostra cultura, saranno naturalmente accolti sotto la mia protezione per la durata del loro soggiorno.
Christoph waltzed to an Oscar victory for his performance,
Ooh, that's a bingo!
giving a Tarantino film its first Oscar for acting.
Bingo! How fun!
Sherlock Holmes is invoked at least twice through Hans Landa. The first is his Calabash Meerschaum, the exact same smoking pipe used by Holmes. The other is Landa's line,
Damn good detective. Finding people is my specialty, so naturally I worked for the Nazis.
The original cut of Inglourious Basterds ran 3 hours and 10 minutes, but Tarantino and film editor Sally Menke cut it down to its final length, 2 hours 33 minutes, in 2 days. The cast would acknowledge Sally by saying, "Hello, Sally," at the end of takes.
Hi, Sally.
And,
How old is Bob?
I think Sally's about there. Hi, Sally. Can you come and say hi to Sally?
Hi, Sonny.
About 24 kilometers outside of Paris, the bastards will be waiting for you. Fucky fuck. So close. Hello, Sally. So close.
Hi, Sally.
This was the last film to be edited by Menke, who was honored with an Academy Award nomination, only to pass away later that year.
Sally. What's the gist?
I think so, sir. Paris when it sizzles.
Sally, how are you? Good? A little lonely, are you? Mike says hello.
You know something, you bitch? I think this just might be my masterpiece.